registered with a gym that I've gone only twice in the entire month, and I've given up the rest of the days. So it's not. And I hate it when people look at you, and that's the worst part of it, and tell you that you're fat, as if you don't know that you're fat.
Well,
I mean, and tell them, oh, yeah, put it on, no, as if you really do not see yourself. I mean, I know, I can't lace my shoes myself. I know it's a problem.
well, I have
So
tried. I've tried the dieting before.
yeah,
It worked for me.
okay,
It worked because I didn't do it alone. This is what I did. I got somebody to cook for me for a month.
uh-huh,
And so when it's breakfast, you go for the food.
yeah,
Your lunch, you go for it. And she would give you the portions that she thinks are good for you.
yeah,
And we say, oh, you can eat banku, but with these portions, very small. And then, if you're having it at night,
I don't feel like I've eaten anything. No.
well, I mean, yeah, you wouldn't feel, but I mean, that's what would make. And
Yeah.
in 1 month, I mean, I was surprised. But while I was doing that also, I didn't take fish, I didn't take meat, I was only eating vegetables. In 1 month, my weight reduced from 125 kg
Okay.
to 96.
Oh, that's impressive.
So, I mean, at the time I knew it could be done. I tried it again, this time on my own. I failed.
COVID did a lot of weight reduction for me, more than anything I've tried in my life. Yeah, actually.
Okay.
My best attempt at weight reduction was through a very terrible experience with COVID. So post COVID, I was so impressed with myself, the kind of weight I was having and the kind of movement. I mean, but this is a couple of months down the line. I
And here you are
promised
again.
myself that I will sustain it and maintain it. So what I'll be thinking about is what can work sustainably, because I'm now at a point where I'm no longer talking this nutritionist and dietitian, my bro. I mean, clearly the things they tell me, you follow 1 week, 2 weeks, and that's how you give up.
So you're unable to
I've been
follow.
asking myself, what can work sustainably? What can
Go
I
to the
do
gym.
the next? I've tried that thing.
Raymond, we'll get back to you shortly because I've also tried the gym. It didn't. I mean,
Yeah.
it worked for me 2 weeks and I stopped. So the problem, as usual, coming from me. But it's time to hear from you. Now we want to know what your struggles are. What's working for you? What's not working for you? You can join us on 0302 216 541. 0302 216 541. I mean, we're talking about being obese or overweight, and we're asking what is working, what is not working for you, what are your struggles with it. So the phone lines have been activated also on 055 997. So you worried about coronavirus? Well, Absa Bank cares about your safety. So use the Absa digital channels for your safe and convenient banking. Make instant money transfers, mobile money transfers, pay bills, buy airtime, make ATM cash deposits, make payment with your Absa vertical card. Absa cares about you, so please remember to sanitize your hands before and after the use of any e-banking device. Now that's Africanacity, that is Absa. But if you're looking to pamper yourself this August, let me tell you, you have just 3 days to do so, because that stress-free trip to Dubai as part of the Power of 8 tours by Adansi Travels is still on. And, with only 8,000 Ghana cedis, it covers Emirates flight, 4 to 5-star luxury hotel stay, Dubai visa tours, and more. And the amazing part of this deal, they get to enjoy authentic high life music performance from VGMA Best High Life artist Kwame Eugene. Yes, the rock star will travel with you to Dubai to make sure you're entertained to the max. Now, this Power of 8 tour began on the 8th of August for only 8,000 Ghana cedis, and you're left with a 16th August departure. Book your spot now at dancitravels.com or call 055 631040. Feel life's beauty with Adansi. Now, the theaters are open, the stage is ready, COVID protocols intact, all set for the first of its kind, finest and funniest open air theater. Something Must Kill a Man. Something Must Kill a Man. Played by Latif Abubakar. Join this entertaining comic experience on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of September. The Plush, Labadi Beach Hotel by Darling, star 447 star 1092 hash for tickets. Rate 80 Ghana cedis. And tickets are available at Joy FM, Koala, Airport Shell, and Batrina Total. Or call 0571 900 Something Must Kill a Man. Is brought to you by Labadi Beach Hotel Graphic News App and TCL Ghana, powered by Joy Entertainment and Globe Production. So, folks, let's get interactive. We want to find out, what are your struggles with being obese or overweight? What is working for you? What isn't working for you? Raymond and I have shared our experiences. I went to the gym, it was working for me. I mean, but after 2 weeks, my leave was done, and Raymond had to be back at work. And the moment I
Yeah,
showed up
and then-
here, I showed up here.
And there's also that thing that
I couldn't go back to the
anytime I
gym.
close from work, I pass by the gym. I feel so bad and so sad about
Yeah.
it, and yet I go to sleep.
Let's get onto the phone lines now. On that, you can join us 0302 216 541 055 1111 997. Papa Bisu.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Papa. How's it going?
Charlie, no bad crowd.
Charlie, tell me your struggles. Are you
Charlie,
overweight?
my struggle. You know who really pointed out something to me? It was my godfather. And you know the person. His Lordship Nene Amegache.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
He saw me one day and I said, Papa, you have to reduce. Now, I thought I was enjoying myself. Oh. I was very fat. And you know what I have to do? The following, what happened to me? I think 3 months later, I was admitted on health issue. I was about to die. To come out of it, Charlie, I don't need to tell you certain secret, but let me tell you how I got out of it.
Okay.
You know garlic? I take garlic too. I chew it in the morning. After 1 hour, then I go in for my prekese, in addition with ginger. Heated prekese in addition with ginger. Then I do 1 hour fast brisk walking. 1 hour. Come and see me now. I'm looking very fit. The next time my godfather saw me, hey, Charlie, this one there, you are on top of the world, though. You understand? So what I'll just say is that go buy the garlic, 2 garlic with water. If you are feeling the hotness, just take water and to just help. You understand me? Then with your ginger, garlic and ginger, they reduce weight. I must be frank with you. Prekese itself to reduces weight, but you need to help yourself by continuously doing 1 hour brisk walking.
Okay.
Somebody saw me, apart from my godfather, a lady had a chat with my lady that what has been working for me. And he said, look, maybe go by Gallico.
Okay. Papa, thank you very much. And would seek further clarification. We'll seek clarifications on this particular issue. Mami from Accra Central, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Mami. Tell us your experience and your struggles.
Okay, so for myself, I'm currently doing a diet. Okay, I do a job that makes me very sedentary. So I'm always sitting and working, and I realized that after giving birth, I had gained so much weight, and I wanted to get my confidence back and all. So I contacted a friend, and she introduced me to this keto diet. Okay. And it's really working for me. This is my first month, and I've lost 7 kilograms already. So what we do is we are in a group together on a WhatsApp platform, and you basically cut out all carbohydrates, including rice, yam, banku, fufu, flour, anything with a white. Okay, so anything carbohydrate. And if you are supposed to eat carbohydrates, you restrict yourself to just 20 grams per day. And it's working for me. It's something that's very effective for me. So,
Well,
that's my submission.
Well, thank you very much, Mami. Let's get to Adenta where Amasika is. Amasika, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Please, I'm good, and you?
God is taking care of us.
Okay, so I want to have a little contribution to the chat.
Please do.
Okay, a lot of people see weight loss as if you go to the gym today, then 1 week later you start losing weight. That's not how it works. It's a whole journey on its own. Some people have it fast, and others, it takes a lot of time. So it's like a process. That's what you have to have at the back of your mind. That it doesn't happen overnight.
Okay.
It's a process, and it's a slow process. So if you are willing to go all the way through, then you will see your results, and you'll be happy with it.
But what's your story, Amasika?
For me, the gym is working for me. I'm not I'm not a fat person, or let's say I don't have too much of a weight problem, but then I like to keep how I look. So I still go to the gym, and then like an hour every day. It's difficult. After work, you are so tired after the traffic and everything. But then I make the effort. I push through, and then I go there. And after everything, you'll be happy with yourself.
Okay.
So it should be a lifestyle. It shouldn't be just, oh, I want to do it for a month and then lose the weight. No, you can't do it for a month and stop. Not even 2 months or 6 months. It should be a lifestyle. You start gradually and then you improve on it. You will see the change and you'll be happy with yourself.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Amasika. Mary is from Achimota. Good morning.
Hi, Winston. Good morning.
Hi, Mary. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Great.
Yes. My little submission is the thing about losing weight and gaining weight, it depends on the individual. We all have our body type. Look, I eat my fufu, I eat my bangkong, I have 4 kids, and I'm still in shape. I go to the gym every day. From Monday to Thursday, I'm at the gym. And it depends on the time you eat as well. What will work for me will not. Look, I have a sister. I'm older than her, but she's fat than me. She goes to the gym. She goes to everything. But her body type is different from mine. So what will work for Winston will not work for Raymond. So I think you should get a nutritionist, tell you your body type, how to go about it. And gym going is a lifestyle. It's not a 1 month thing. You go for 1 month and you are home and you are eating all the food and stuff. So that's my little submission.
Okay, so what's your own story too? You can join us. What are your struggles with, being obese or overweight? How are you dealing with it? I want you to share your experiences with us here on 0302 216 541 and 055 Peter T from Sukura. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
And Peter T, kindly reduce the volume on your radio set.
Yeah, which I have done. Is it better?
I think it's better now. Peter T, so what are your struggles? Are you struggling with being overweight or being obese?
Yeah, I think that the secret that everybody knows, people are talking about gym and then other stuff. And I believe that those are the major secrets. Somebody was talking about not eating some selected food because of carbohydrate. But I think that once you have been taking all those things, yours is that regular exercise. Me, my experiences for years now, I wake up early at dawn and make sure that I go jogging. And then from jogging, I enter the gym. And then from gym, then I do the daily activities. I think that is the most secret. Because let me tell you, even doctors today, when you go to the hospital, medication, they will tell you that it is not the final solution to your health. But to augment your solution is to exercise. Yeah, it is very important. Kojo, you know that your wife loves you most based on your regular routines of exercise. And I remember the last time when you were telling her, I love you because you look cute. Those are some of the secrets. And I believe that everybody must take it as his or her duty to ensure safety health is to exercise regularly and make sure that you also take care of your diet and not to be deceived by others who wants to. Especially drinking this alcoholic drink is also not the best. People want to go to the gym. From the gym, you see them drinking beer and taking some sort of alcoholic drink, because they think that tomorrow they'll go to exercise. It doesn't augur well for your head.
Okay.
So some of those educations too must be part of our programs. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Peter T. Charles from Kasoa is next. Charles, good morning.
Good morning, Winston.
Yes, Charles. So tell us what your struggles are and how you're dealing with it.
Mine is not a struggle, but mine is on education.
Okay.
You see, one lady called and mentioned about the body types. Okay, yeah, we have 3 types of body type: the ectomorph, mesomorph, and then endomorph. So depending on your body type, that is why when it comes to athletics, okay, depending on your body type is the type of event that you do. So if you look at the 4 events, you see them to be those have large body size. when it comes to the long distance runners, they have the slim body type, and then the short distance runner, they come in the muscular features. So know your body type, and then you live an active lifestyle. By living an active lifestyle, that means you adapt. It can be biking, walking, going to the gym. At least just 30 minutes or 45 minutes rigorous exercise every day will keep you in shape. And then also watch your diet. Those are the two important things. Watch your diet, what you take in. For instance, protein, for instance, when you take in protein, it takes about 6 hours to digest. So if you are taking protein around, let's say, 7 p.m. or 9 p.m., then you should know that that protein that you've taken will stay in your tummy till the following morning, which will not digest. So if you watch your body, if you know your body type, and you know you're the type who is an ectomorph or mesomorph, then you know that, okay, I can take this type of food or I can do this type of exercise to keep my body in shape. Not the whereby somebody mentioned and thinking about ginger and all those things. Yes, somebody is good for somebody. It might not work for another person because depending on your body metabolism may not work for you. So for me, I would recommend that look at your body types, and then also if you are whether the body large body type, you are athletic type or you are the slim body type, look at your body type, and then you watch your diet, and then you live an active lifestyle. An active lifestyle, adopt something that would you can live long with. If exercising is what you want to do every day or 3 times a week, or biking, taking a walk, keep your body intake, and also watch your body intake, and it will keep you in shape.
Right. Thank you very much, Charles from Kasua. Richard from North Carnation. Richard, good morning.
Good morning.
Richard, what's your experience?
Yes, for me, what I've been working for me is that every day, at least 3 times in a week, I make sure that I go on a run. I started with 4 kilometers per run, but now I'm doing 8 kilometers every run. And then it really keeps me in shape. And then afterwards, I make sure that I do not eat in the evening. When it's after 6, all I do is fruits and then sometimes what we call the remix, a brownie cartier. That is what does the magic for me, because you know that doesn't contain a lot of fiber. So it really keeps me in good shape. But one thing also that I try to stay away from is alcohol. One thing that people don't know is that alcohol also does a lot of harm to the body. If you take a lot of alcohol, it does distort your body. So it's important to stay away from alcohol if you don't want to gain a lot of weight or keep in shape. So mine is consistency. You really have to be consistent. If you are not consistent, then forget about it. It comes with a lot of determination and consistency. So that's what has been working for me. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Richard. Alam from Tema, good morning.
Good morning. How are we?
We're fine, Alam. How about you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Great.
Interesting discussion this morning. 2018, I visited the hospital and they were supposed to take my vital 120. I was like, wow, is this me? No. So what did I do? I stopped eating everything carbohydrate. Everything, including the fufu, the banku, everything. And I drank a lot of watermelon juice.
Okay.
I've been doing that for the past 3 years. At a point, I reduced the intake of the carbohydrate. Instead of not taking it at all, I take small portion. And everything carbohydrate I do small portions. And once I see I am putting on small, what I do again is go back, do watermelon like 2 weeks. I'll be drinking or eating watermelon juice or watermelon itself for 2 weeks. What I do is that I have it with me everywhere I go. Once I feel hungry, I take it. It makes you pee. It makes you not go angry and all that. And the other thing is, I'm at the gym.
It's getting bad. If you could reposition yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes. Monday to Thursday, I'm at the gym. I do 1 hour cardio. It was intense. And that is what has kept me till now. And I tell you now, I weigh 88. And I've kept this for the past 3 years.
Wow.
Yes. I think what we should do is once a while we should stop eating the carbohydrate. I mean, 1 week, just live on fruits, drink enough water. What is worrying Africa, I think, is the carbohydrate food we eat. We go to the choba, we eat fufu with meat, plenty. That shows we are rich. But health-wise, it's not good for us. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much, Elam from Tema. Let's stay in Tema. Ajiman Joseph has joined us. Joseph.
Uncle Wilson, good morning. I hope you're doing well.
We're doing well this morning. Tell us your struggles with being either overweight or obese.
Oh, I don't have much struggle, but what I would advise is, for me, what I do, which helps me a lot, regular exercise every day. I go to the road 3 times in a week. I go back to exercise. And believe me, I don't go to the small room struggling to ease myself. The exercise, before I will go, I will do something before. And when I return, I have to go to the small room because I can't stand. And I don't eat food which is cooked in the morning. Food every day before everything. What sometimes used to be a struggle is sleep. If I don't have enough sleep, that's my worry. Irrespective of eating good, exercising, if I don't sleep enough, the belly will sometimes shoot up. What I've observed is that the intestine will shoot up in the stomach when you don't have enough sleep. But surprisingly, people might not understand me, but if in the evening we are considering what we eat, indigestion is a problem. If I decide to eat yam or plantain with contemporary parabasalt or what have you, and you are taking in, let's say, tea or the milk and egg and white bread, trust me, mine will digest before yours. So you end up going to bed with that digestion, proper digestion, and the belly will shoot up. You might not understand.
Okay. Well,
so eating habits is one. Regular exercise is very important.
Ajiman Joseph, thank you very, very much. And he's our last caller for now. But folks, we're going to be discussing the solutions. We've had lots of you telling us what you're doing. Some of you are going to the gym. Some are on a keto diet and all of that. Do they really work? And how safe are they for all of us? When we return after these few messages, we'll be joined by the experts as we get into the solutions here on the Super Morning Show. We'll be right back.
What would you do if you have the choice to do anything in life? Build your dream house, take very good care of your family, and plan for a comfortable retirement. Plan a befitting funeral for your loved ones when they depart. How would you live if you knew there was a friend waiting to support you on all of your life's choices?
You have such a friend in Glyco Life Insurance. Glyco Life has all the plans to meet your life's needs. Your child's education, your life savings, your mortgage, funerals, redundancy, and your retirement, and takes the burden off your shoulders. So go ahead and live life to the fullest today with Glyco Life Insurance plans. And remember that all our policies are hedged against inflation. Talk to Glyco Life on 0302 218 500 or 246 142. Also visit our website at www.glycolife.com or any of our branches nationwide for more information.
Glycolife, we cushion you for life.
Glyco, we cushion you for life.
Olympics is here, where people cheer for the champions. And Samsung has got something great. Samsung Olympics promotion, only for the champions. Grab your Samsung LED TV starting at 1,199 Ghana cedis. Samsung UHD 4K Smart TV 4,499 Ghana cedi. Refrigerators start at 1,599. Samsung Duraco top mounted freezer 2,199. Split AC starting at 1,899 Ghana cedis. Washing machine 1,699. Microwaves will start at 699 Ghana cedis. This and many more at fantastic prices. Samsung Olympics promotion, only for the champions.
Wow, wow, wow. Hope you have heard. Oh,
Rent to own now in Ghana. The Plant City Extension Project Rent to Own Land and House Ownership Scheme by the Ningo Prampram District Assembly and its partners, supported by the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development and the UN Habitat, are right here in Ghana. So be smart, oh, because where you trade and live really matters. Apply now and own a home or a fully serviced land. Wait a minute, oh. Don't forget to join our affiliate housing cooperatives also. Special offers last up to October 31st, 2021. Call us on 055 55 30 300 or 0577 911101 and 055 70 54 635. Website newaccra.city. Plant City Extension Project, shaping Ghana's urban future.
Some 30 years ago, Republic Unit Trust was birthed into collective investment scheme industry, breaking several investment myths in Ghana and has become a household name. With only 50 cedis starting capital, one is able to earn interest and enjoy cumulative income as long as you wish. Several lives have been impacted in unimaginable ways. Start your investment journey with us now. Call on 028 669 310 or WhatsApp us on 0592 300 063. Republic Investments, we are the one for you.
Along the shores of Africa lies a trinket called the Gold Coast, the home of pure and unrefined gold, the dock of luxury. Luxury, not just in gold, but also the finest artists. Contemporary master artists telling our stories with experienced strokes and molds. Come witness the showcase of our heritage in a variety of forms, from life-size sculptures, paintings and woodwork, whilst dancing to the stories our artists have to tell. At the second edition of the Sound Out Premium Art Exhibition, open from 21st to 27th August, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. each day at the Grand Arena, Accra International Conference Center.
The Sound Out Premium Art Exhibition is powered by Media AK and proudly sponsored by Ghana Export Promotion Authority with support from Ghana Investment Promotion Center, Ghana Exim Bank, Ghana Tourism Authority. Media partner, Asasi Radio. Visit soundoutgh.com to find out more.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
All right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. So we've had all the struggles. Some have been telling us how they are dealing with it on their own. Time for us to hear from the experts, and we'll be hearing from Dr. Margaret Mary Towin, who's nutritionist, regulatory and scientific affairs manager, Nestle Ghana Limited, and also Dr. Safo. They joined us last week. We're continuing. We'll be running by them all these, bits of tricks that you've shared with us and whether they work and what else we can do. Good morning, Dr. Towin. Good morning, Dr. Safo, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Winston. Glad to be on the show this weekend.
Good morning, Winston.
Well. Great. So we have all of you joining us. I'll get to you shortly. And our own Mapito Sebedi is also here. They have a unique strategy for weight loss. She'll tell us more about that shortly. Good morning, Maps.
Good morning, Winston. Good morning, Raymond.
Great. So Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment and furniture at affordable prices, introduced an online store for your shopping convenience. This means you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com without physically coming to any of our branches. It is hassle-free and will arrange delivery to your homes and office within a reasonable time. We offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across our networks. But terms and conditions apply at Kingdom. Quality and affordability, that's our hallmark. Any company connected to the internet is exposed to cyber risk every day. And so Joy Business and leading cybersecurity consulting firm Innovari present a unique learning platform for CEOs and board members and top management of companies to get a solid grip of managing the risk of doing business online. It's on the 20th of August 2021, venue Labadi Beach Hotel, 9 a.m. prompt, and it's 1,500 Ghana cedis per participant, but group discounts are available. To register, kindly visit www.innovari executiveinsight.com. Innovare spelled INNOVARE. Or visit myjoyonline.com. You can contact us on 0244 128922 or 0244 610679. This event is supported by PaySpine Limited, and text messages on the Super Morning Show brought to us by Glyco Critical Illness Plan, GSIP. It's in your best interest to survive. And at Glyco Life, we believe this is the time to protect your future with our life insurance policies, and our products are designed to offer you peace of mind, especially in this COVID-19 era. So to our policyholders, your claims are very important to us, and we advise you to visit our offices or the Glyco Life website, glycolife.com, to lodge your claims for prompt service. We're surviving COVID-19 together, so please pay your premiums via your chosen mode of payment or by Momo on 0591 441 473 or by e-premium for micro-insurance to safeguard your policies. Our call center team is ready to support you, so call us on 0202 222 113 for assistance or contact us via our digital channels. Please practice social distance and keep safe, and trust Glyco Life to cushion you for life. Right, so let me start off with you, Dr. Tawenu. And, you know, Papa Bisiu, who joined us first, talked about something you would hear all the time. And because you are a nutritionist, taking garlic, ginger with, precursor, and he says it does the trick. Help us understand how this plays a major role in weight loss. Hello, Doc. Do we still have Dr. Margaret Tawenu on? Doc, could you kindly unmute your microphone so we can hear you? Okay. I think we'll get to Dr. Margaret Tawenu shortly. But let me get to Dr. Osafo. And so, Dr. Osafo, let me get to you. And there's this whole
Hi, Winston, I'm here.
Yes, there's this whole talk about having garlic and ginger in the morning. You have precursor and everything. And that we're told is the way to go.
Right. And good morning once again to all our listeners. And I have been listening to the various callers and expressing different views about the management of obesity. But Winston, before I get into that, let me just quickly remind, let's quickly remind ourselves of what the causes are.
Sure.
Because as a physician, that's where we always go to. What is the etiology of any problem that we are confronted with? Then you can design solutions for that particular problem. So number one on the list, or there are 5 main categories of in terms of the causes of obesity. Number one, we talk about medical conditions. So listen, there are some medical conditions that will predispose an individual to developing obesity or present with obesity as one of the features. You can sometimes have thyroid problems with your thyroid, and the thyroid is an organ that is located in the anterior aspect of our neck. Sometimes we've seen on television stations people with huge enlarged thyroid glands, what we call a goiter. When the thyroid is not functioning properly, it can lead you to develop obesity. You can also have a disease we call Cushing's syndrome, and then also some brain tumors, a tumor in a part of the brain we call the hypothalamus, that can also lead or predispose you to developing obesity. So there are a number of medical conditions. The second category is what we call drug-induced obesity or medicine-induced obesity. In this, or under this category, individuals have been placed on certain medicines by their doctors for other medical conditions that would have obesity as a side effect. So sometimes people take oral contraceptive pills for fertility control. It will make you put on a lot of weight. Sometimes we take patients on steroid therapy for a number of reasons, including asthma. It will make you put on some weight. Sometimes we treat people with diabetes with insulin and other medicines. It can also make you put on weight. So category number 2 is the drug-induced obesity. Number 3 is the dietary obesity, where from all the various calls that we had today, it was all, and from last week, it was a lot more about dietary obesity. And I'll let my colleague dietitian get a lot more into that. But simply put, you're taking in too much and you're expending less. So food contains energy, and the energy must be expended. And if you do not expend that and you are in positive energy balance, that is stored as fat and you put on a lot of weight. So there is dietary obesity. There are a number of things we are eating these days. food has refined products, too many refined products. I mean, now it's the in thing to go for things at the malls and different places. So dietary obesity is the third category. The fourth category has to do with something we call the basal metabolic rate. Winston, after we are in our most relaxed state, our cells still expend energy. So that is what we refer to as the basal metabolic rate. How much energy your body is expending in its resting state. This tends to drop off as we grow older. When you hit your 40s, you get a significant drop in your basal metabolic rate. It means you are expending less energy. Your body is now not as efficient as it used to be when you were a teenager or when you were in your early 20s. And then the last category is the genetic-related obesity or the genetic obesity. That some individuals have some genetic changes or changes to their genes that predispose them to becoming obese. So there are medical conditions like Down syndrome, Alport syndrome, Carpenter syndrome, and so on and so forth. These are genetic factors. So these are the 5 main categories of obesity. Now we will look at the management principles when it comes to obesity.
Sure.
Your doctor would make a diagnosis one way or the other after assessing you thoroughly with taking a history and then doing a physical examination, and will draw a conclusion. But these are the main tools that are available to us in the management of obesity. 4 main tools. Number 1 is dietary modification. That is the biggest tool that you and I have to manage obesity. Again, I'm sure my colleague who's a diet therapist will go into a lot more detail regarding that.
Sure.
But the main principle under that is calorie restriction, or putting the individual in a negative energy balance. Some individuals talked about the ketogenic diet, and I'll take a few moments to talk about the ketogenic diet and its dangers. I do not support the ketogenic diet because of what I know about the biochemical changes that happen. What is a ketogenic diet? For instance, people are literally switching from carbohydrates as a primary fuel source to protein and fat as an energy source. The way we are made up, glucose or carbohydrates are our primary energy source. If you do not have glucose, then your body will switch to an undesired energy source, which is protein. The biggest source of protein is muscle. And you've got a lot of muscle in your body. Okay. So once you start depending on muscle as an energy source for proteins, using proteins as an energy source, you lose a lot of weight. But the biochemical changes that happen when you are breaking down proteins and fat instead of carbohydrates or glucose is such that it produces certain chemical substances we call ketone bodies. If you are a diabetic, one of the feared complications of diabetes, which is also defined as hunger in the midst of plentiful because you do not have glucose entering your cells, is the development of a situation we call diabetic ketoacidosis, DKA. Whereas in DKA kills a lot of diabetics. It's a medical emergency and it can kill you. The ketogenic diet will leave your body with a lot of ketone bodies. It will change your acid-base status in your body and lead to a lot of biochemical changes which you are not aware of. All you are seeing is you are losing a lot of weight and you are happy about it. But you are poisoning yourself at the biochemical level. You can even develop kidney stones because of the accumulation of something we call uric acid. So a ketogenic diet is dangerous to your body at the biochemical level. But the dietary modification is to tip you into negative energy balance. So your dietitian and your doctor would make an assessment of your energy needs for a 24-hour period. There's a way we calculate that based on your activity levels and then your basal metabolic rate for your age. Okay. Once we do that and we come to a conclusion that maybe you need 1,400 kilocalories in a 24-hour period, we do an assessment of your calorie intake. Maybe you are doing 3,000 kilocalories in a 24-hour period. So what your dietitian and doctor is going to do is that we're going to tip you into negative balance. We're going to say, you know what, we're going to be doing 1,200 because what your body needs is 1,004. And therefore, the balance of 200, you're going to get it from the stored fat. And then we do that over a period. So when people also say, I'm looking at fruits and vegetables, fruits and vegetables also contain carbohydrates. Fructose, it's a carbohydrate that easily is converted to glucose. So the main strategy is dietary modification. Then number 2 strategy is exercise and physical activity. Number 3, we talk about pharmacologic therapy. That's where your doctor comes in directly and may prescribe some medicines that we know improve or contribute to weight loss. I must admit that in my experience, these things are not highly efficacious. So the third strategy is medicine prescribed by a doctor. And then the last strategy for management of obesity is surgical management, surgery. I had an attachment in a U.S. hospital, and the unit I worked in did what we call bariatric surgery. What happens is that because most of the time people just eat too much, what happens is that during the bariatric surgery, we reduce the size of your stomach to about a third so that you cannot eat a lot. Okay. And then you also have to eat slowly, because if you eat fast, you would throw up, because the pouch, which is the stomach, is of a very small size now. So dietary modification, exercise and physical activity, medicines, and then surgery, these are the 4 main pillars for managing obesity.
Let me get to, Dr. Tawenu now, and let's focus on the dietary modifications, because that's what you say, Dr. Asafo, is the main one. Dr. Tawenu, so help us understand the dietary modification. What sort of modifications are we talking about here?
Thank you very much, Winston. So I perfectly agree, totally agree with what Dr. Safo mentioned. Dietary modification is very key. The other key one is the physical activity, which I'm sure we'll have time to delve into later. So in modifying your diet, in diversifying your diet, you are looking at not only cutting down on a particular type of food. So I've heard the callers say, for me, I don't take in carbohydrates at all. But the important thing to do is to take all the important food groups. Have quantities of the important food groups on your plate. So we are looking at carbohydrates, which is very important. People are running away from carbohydrates, but the fact is, what type of carbohydrates are you consuming? There are different types of carbohydrates. There are the sugars, which you would find usually in the fizzy drinks, the highly processed foods. Those are the ones that I would look at recommending for people to stay away from. There are the starches. Starches are very important, and there's also fiber, which is very important, which you would normally find in fruits and vegetables, and you find in whole grains. These are all very important. The thing is, how much of it are you consuming on a particular plate?
Yes, but talking about the carbohydrates, Dr. Toinu, so because for some of us also, our lunch is never complete without fufu. You have your bowl of fufu. My producer likes it in two balls. He takes it. And in the evening, you have rice in front of you. Sometimes you are eating banku. Please help us understand whether this is the way to go.
Okay, because you have mentioned fufu and banku, let me start from the morning. If you want to lose weight, if you want to maintain your weight, do not skip breakfast. This is very, very important. But most of the time, people who are on a weight loss program would rather look at skipping breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day because it breaks your fast. It is very important that you take it because you need the energy, you need the nutrients there to kickstart your day. There's a saying that when you eat breakfast, eat it like a king. A king will eat variety of things. And that is where we need to put the emphasis on. So you're not just taking bread for breakfast, but a little bit of bread, some protein source, maybe one egg, boiled or fried egg. You are looking at adding some vegetables. You are looking at adding some fruits to your breakfast. You are looking at taking some water to make the breakfast complete. So this is very, very important because if you skip breakfast, the probability that you will snack on unhealthy snacks is very high. So you will not have eaten breakfast from morning to like 10, 11, and by 12 you start, feeling hungry. And whatever you find around you, You grab it and you start eating. For some of us, it is plantain chips. For some of us, it is, some tube lying somewhere. You just pick it and you start eating. And this is what is not very healthy. So do not skip breakfast so that you don't get so hungry by the time it is lunchtime.
So within what time should you have the breakfast, Dr. Tawenu? Between what time of the day?
Usually 2 hours of waking up from your sleep. We are looking at between 6 and latest by 10 a.m. you should have finished consuming your breakfast. And then between breakfast and lunch, you would look at allowing 4 to 5 hours. So usually between 12 and 2 p.m., you should be taking your lunch. And your lunch should not be as much as breakfast. Breakfast should be the biggest, if there's, I can use that word, meal of the day. Lunch should be a little, smaller than the quantity you would have consumed at breakfast. And that brings me to the fufu you talked about. That Daniel likes consuming fufu a lot. And it is the way we eat food. So fufu, usually the account will say akotwa akesie mienu, and then the soup that comes with it might just be 1 ladle or 2 ladles, and then sometimes it's just 1 piece of fish or meat on the fufu. And this is not healthy because then you will not be respecting the portion sizes. Portion sizes are very important. So we are looking at your plate having about a third being the carbohydrates, and then the vegetables and the fruits or the soup or the stew that goes with the fufu should also be about a third. And then the other nutrients other ingredients will also take a third of the plate. So this is very important. We like to eat kenkey. It is good. But how many balls of kenkey do you eat at a sitting? Some of us can eat, 2-3 balls of kenkey at a sitting with just a spoonful of pepper. And then it comes with some small quantity of fish. Balance when it comes to eating is very, very important.
Talking about balance when it comes to eating. Yes, talking about balance, let me just get a clarification here. So if you have 2 balls of fufu and you have lots of soup and lots of fish or chicken to go, is that okay?
That also may not be too balanced. So maybe if I use percentages might help.
Okay.
So for the protein source, you are looking at between 10 to let's say 30% of the food being the protein coming from protein. So fish, so meat, beans and stuff like that. And then for carbohydrates, you are looking at about between 45, 50, 60% of the food being carbohydrates. And then the fat will take the rest of the percentage. So this is how you should look at your plate. But this is the general recommendation that we will give. But depending on what you want to do, what your aim is, if you want to maintain your weight, then we would look at balancing it out a bit for you when you visit the hospital or you visit your dietitian.
What about this whole thing about having ginger and garlic in the morning and precursor and all as part of the weight loss strategy?
Winston, it's very interesting. I mentioned the last time that the number of theories out there, the number of diet plans out there that people are trying, and it seems to be working. Usually what happens is that it may work in the short term, but in the long term, it is not sustainable. There are some studies that have been done to show that ginger, garlic have antioxidant properties. They have anti-inflammatory properties. So in a way, they may help regulate your blood sugar level. But will that be something that you want to depend on as breakfast? It is not complete. It is coming with just specific amounts of nutrients. Might come with some amounts of vitamins, some amounts of minerals. But what happened to carbohydrate? What happened to protein? What happened to fat? You need all of these in their right proportions to be able to say that I have consumed a balanced diet. So I would not depend on ginger and garlic in the morning and skip breakfast.
Okay. I'll get back to you shortly because I have a very simple question for you, Dr. Tawenu. But look, guys, let's face it, Charlie, things make tight. But staying connected with family and friends is a must. And Selfline understands that you rely on daily revenue to make a living. And that's why we've introduced the Pay Weekly Data Bundles for you. Selfline's new Pay Weekly Data Bundle offers you value for money by giving you a flexible weekly payment option that is so easy on your pocket. The Pay Weekly Bundles are a simple and fast way to save cash, especially if you run your life or your business on a weekly budget. Time, they say, is money, and Selfline saves you a lot of it with this all new Pay Weekly Bundle. Sign up to the Pay Weekly on Surfline today by dialing star 718 star 77 hash. Surfline, we're better together. But this is the ultimate plus one promo, which is here. Rent to own by cities and habitats. None of the Plan City Extension project. Grab your house and get an additional room with a rent to own land and house ownership scheme under the Plan City Extension project. Yes, be smart. You can live in the rent to own state of the art, but affordable and secure cities and communities that breathe. Live in a carefully engineered city. And this plus one promo offer lasts up to the 31st of October 2021. Terms and conditions apply. It really matters where you buy your house or commercial property. The partners are Cities and Habitats, Ningo Pram District Assembly, supported by the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, the UN Habitat, and others. Be smart. Join our affiliate housing cooperative now for special benefits. Call or WhatsApp 055 5530300 or 0577 911 101 or 055 705 4635. Visit newaccra.city or the project manager on the Central University campus, Mutual Pram. Plan City Extension Project shaping Ghana's urban future. So let me get back to you, Dr. Towenu, because you've talked about all that you should do. But there's a question. Are these food portions based on one's anthropometric data, or they are applicable to all?
So when it comes to dieting, Winston, there are a number of things we'll look at. You are looking at your activity level. What do I do with the food that I consume? So if I'm comparing, sorry to use you, Winston, you to a Mason, I would not recommend the same diet plans for you, because what I see you do in the morning is that you're in the studio most of the time. You sit throughout for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Yeah. But the one who is a mason, carrying stones, mixing mortar and bricks, and stuff like that, bends more than you do. So you would not have the same types of plans. But generally, sometimes we give general recommendations that people can follow. But if you want tailor-made solutions, then it's important that you see the professionals to help you.
Great. So you've talked about the diets, dietary modifications. You've said so. We probably should be checking, the portions of our meals. I'd like your take on a final bit before I get to Dr. Asafo also. How about, one that has to do with exercising and physical activity? One that has become very difficult for all. How do we go about it in ensuring that we achieve weight loss?
All right. So thank you. This is a very important question because usually people want to see very, very quick results when they start exercising. So I am 85 kilos and within a week, I want to go down to 70 kilos. And so for that week, I will go to the gym every day. I will try to take on exercises that may not even suit the kind of health condition that I find myself in at the moment. What I would say about that is that set realistic goals. It is very important when it comes to exercising. What can I do to start with? And sometimes you may need just to start small and increase your pace and your frequency as the days and the weeks and the months go by. So what can I do? So I'm starting, I don't do anything. What can I do to start with? Can I think of maybe walking for 10 minutes? And usually we are looking at you doing 30 minutes, 5 times, 30 minutes of a very good exercise 5 times in a week. So how do I start? I can start with just walking or with dancing. If I can't do the 30-minute stretch at a go, can I break it into 10 minutes, 3 times in a day? I will just walk or play music, dance around, a few 10 minutes in a day, put all that together with the walking and the biking, the little things that you can do to make up your 30 minutes for the day. Okay. Try to do that. The other thing that helps is to do it with somebody. Get help. I mean, do it with your children, do it with colleagues at work. If you must go to the gym, find a buddy, who will always remind you it's time, let's go, let's choose specific exercises, and then with the help of professionals, you get to do it. The other thing about it is to be very persistent. So I do it, the first week I lose 2 kilos and I think I'm okay. The second week, I don't go to the gym. I heard Daniel say that he passes by the gym and then he feels so sorry for himself.
Oh, Raymond, yes.
Raymond, sorry. So the goal that is set at the beginning is very important. And be persistent.
Okay.
Do not give up. Be realistic about your goal. Get support. I have said that already. And fit whatever it is that you are doing into your routine.
Okay.
So you know that you work 8 hours a day. Can I rather do the gym early in the morning? Can I do my exercise early in the morning and later in the evening after work? You need to plan and fit whatever it is you are doing into your routine. And then once you do this, you begin to increase the pace. So if you're working for just 30 minutes every day, can I go to 1 hour with time? The second week, the third week, can I add biking? Can I add dancing? Can I add boxing? You know, there are a number of very simple exercises that we can do. And then we increase the pace as the time goes on. And that should help.
Thank you so much, Dr. Margaret Towenu, for joining us. In fact, we're very, very grateful to you for helping us understand all the things that we are to do. Dr. Margaret Mary Towenu, Nutritionist, Regulatory and Scientific Affairs Manager, Nestle Ghana Limited. We're grateful to you. Let me get to you, Maps, briefly before I get to Dr. Asafo to wrap it up for us. You're engaged in some unique weight loss strategy. What's that?
All right, so Maxwell Agbagba, Becky of the Entertainment Desk, and I are playing The Biggest Loser. So we're putting money on the table, and in 3 months, whoever lost the most amount of weight takes the money. Okay. So this is because, I see Maxwell every day for like 8 hours. He'll be able to motivate me like, Charlie, what did you eat today? Becky, I see her. Hey, why are you eating those plantain chips? Or why are you eating that rice? Why are you buying rice? So we motivate each other, and also we want to know who the biggest loser will be and take the money home.
So you've checked your weights already?
We've checked our weights. We know that Maxwell Agbagba weighs about 180 kilograms.
He can't get
Have you seen his stomach?
Oh, no. That's not 180.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're playing The Biggest Loser, putting money on the table. After 3 months, whoever loses the...
What's your weight now? What's your target?
Sorry, what?
What's your weight now?
What?
What's your weight now?
Excuse me, I can't hear you.
You can't say it.
Yeah.
Raymond and I have shared ours.
Really?
I am 115.
Hey, wow.
Let's get on to but actually I'm tall. I'm 6'2", so it makes up for it. Let's get to Dr. Asafo. Dr. Asafo, some people cannot hear my question, but I know you would hear my question.
Oh, yeah, Bapitio's line is very bad.
Yeah,
the line is very
bad.
I know she's in the studio, but then she's on the line at the same time.
So, Dr. Asafo, let's wrap up on the exercising bit. And it's one thing that is so difficult for us, particularly for those of us who find ourselves in this, industry. I have to be at work very early in the morning. I may get back home late. And I ask myself, how can I do this?
Mm-hmm. Right. So, thank you once again. And the exercising bit and the physical activity, second pillar of weight loss strategy. There are a few things that you can do. The first thing is you must exercise under supervision.
Okay.
In the initial stages, a lot of people make the mistake, and I heard Raymond talk about it, that we went to register in a gym and never showed up. We had a gym for a long time in the hospital at Medicus, open to the public until Corona hit. And a lot of people come and register, and they pay for 3 months, and you never see them again. So you must have some motivation, and I'm happy that Mapito is telling us about this initiative where they are a group and there is something at stake, and you motivate each other and you watch over each other. So one, start an exercise regime under supervision from a trained exercise therapist, because once I've seen some dangerous things happen in the gym, people have collapsed when exercising. So we'll have to make sure that you are in the right shape before you start to exercise. So if you have a physical therapist or a physiotherapist, we will conduct an assessment of what you are able to do, and then also set some goals for you in terms of weight reduction and over what period you're supposed to lose weight, and then determine the exercise that is appropriate for you. So those are the various reasons why I would want exercise to be started under the supervision of a trained physical therapist or a physiotherapist or a doctor. Number two, you must get the requisite apparel and footwear, because sometimes I've seen people get injured and therefore the exercise is no longer exciting. So they begin with walks, brisk walks, or they go jogging, and they come back and then their feet hurt so terribly. Because of that, they decide they're not going to exercise again. Do you have the right type of footwear that will take the pressure off your ankles, of your knees, and off your hip? Do you have the appropriate footwear that breathes so that you don't end up with foot rot and all sorts of skin conditions and corns and all of those things developing? Number 3, do what you are able to do. And again, that's where the supervision comes in.
Exactly.
You've got to start
that one,
to
Dr.
do.
Safo, briefly. There are times the supervisors are actually urging you to do things that you cannot do. You're tired. They say, oh, last one, and then you can't do it. They say,
well, you are absolutely right, but most of the time, and that's why I would emphasize it, I can't emphasize it enough, trained supervisors.
Great.
A physical therapist. I mean, the University of Ghana churns out physiotherapists every year. Their job is not only to mend broken bones and to help deal with pain. They are individuals who are actually trained, and they understand if somebody has diabetes, somebody suffering from hypertension, if somebody is a 60-year-old, 50-year-old, if somebody's just had a baby, what level of exercise is suitable for this individual? It is very, very important. But people just open a gym, and then because they've got some big biceps or they've got a six-pack, automatically then they become exercise instructors. I'm sorry, that is a bit dangerous, and that will not work. You must, for example, be in a gym where they have a defibrillator on hand. You never know what can happen in the gym. Exactly. So these are some of the strategies that we adopt. Lastly, I would say exercise in a safe place. A gym, a road run, and all of that sometimes can be dangerous. So I prefer a well-equipped gym. You run on a treadmill. There's Alexis got a very good gym where we all go sometimes to exercise. So get a gym with trained supervisors and then lose the weight. If all those things don't work, pay a visit to your doctor, or as you do all of these things, you should pay a visit to your doctor. Maybe we can help you with 1 or 2 medical options.
Thank you very, very much, Dr. Safo, and thank you also, Dr. Margaret Towin, for joining us. So, folks, you know what to do. More to come here on the Super Morning Show after these messages.
The theaters are open. The stage is ready. COVID protocols intact. All set for the first of its kind. Finest and funniest open air theater. Something must kill a man. A play by Latifa Bubakar.
This one, it can only last 45 seconds.
Oh, it's a lie.